All along the Western Front, bitches. Welcome to another Ratbag. We do a sea shanty, which is why that probably doesn't make sense to you.
If you make it to the end of the episode, you'd fucking get it.
You'd fucking get it. Guys, on today's Ratbag episode, we talk about the times that we have misread social cues, and then we go to TikTok and Instagram for all of their comments, and they are so good.
We also discuss the ins and outs of the culture of pissing at a urinal.
Yep.
It's very beautiful stuff.
Yep.
I opened the hotline to the most gorgeous, gooey question about knowing that you're in the right place in life and what was a sign that you got or a moment that you knew.
Yep, and then we talk about things that give us the ick, and we end with a sea shanty. Hell yeah, stick around.
Get a rat and a bag, that's a rat bag. You put a bag on a rat, that's a suffocated rat. You put a rat in a bag, it's like squeak. Let's go, it's rat bag.
No one can bring me down. My best friend is the most beautiful woman I've ever known.
What do you mean?
No one can bring me
Get
down.
a life,
I
O'Brien.
have the prettiest best friend. I'm wearing a secondhand blouse that I got in an op shop that fit me. Life-changing.
It's fucking beautiful.
Thank you so
Purple
much.
is your colour.
I think I look
This-
like a kindergarten teacher.
You look like if ABC3 hired someone to teach cunty art to teenagers. They're like, it's simple with paper mache.
Yeah.
Just grab some stuff from the backyard.
Samantha Andrew has never looked more beautiful than she does in this moment to me. She's sporting the most beautiful skirt. If you're not on YouTube, grow up. It's red. It's kind of like, it hits like between the ankle and the calf.
Yeah, it's vintage.
It's vintage, a cunty little t-shirt, and the perfect lip.
Thank you. I wanted to go red. I went, fucking, I'm doing
You
red
look
lip.
remarkable.
Shut up.
No, it's
O'Brien.
true.
Jesus Christ.
Bang.
How the frick frack am I meant to anchor when I feel like goo?
Anchor
I
away.
Try, I will.
Princess of my dreams.
Are you well today, bitch?
I'm in a fan-tiddly-tastic mood.
I walked in and Mel was on a very intense call, and then she just like looked up at me with a big smile, and I went, we're going. We're rolling.
I went,
perfect. It's perfect. I have brought in today a treasure trove of a comment section, because we all know that the rats love a comment section.
yes.
The question that was posed was, tell me of a time that you misread social cues.
Oh, I love
And
that.
these comments are perfect. I've grabbed the best from two apps.
The best of the best.
TikTok and Instagram.
Come
the
on.
classic Instagram reel reshare.
The metaverse.
That probably only just posted yesterday when this was trending back in May.
Yeah, perfect.
Hell yeah. And I've also got my own story. Of
Love
not when
that.
I misread social cues, but a time that I absolutely embarrassed myself.
Yeah.
Well, shall I start with
I
my
would
story?
love you to start. Tell the rats.
It's very, very simple. And I am outing them as a media company, illy, but also this is so embarrassing for me. So back in lockdown, years and years ago, I had a random call with someone from Mamma Mia, the entertainment company.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about. I don't remember who it was with, but I remember they were calling me about something, whether it was a TikTok campaign or an interview.
To like work with them.
To work with them, or to do an interview for them or something. Anyway, I had seen in my emails, or it was confirmed that they were calling me around 10 a.m., right? On, say, a Monday. And I wake up and it's like 9:30 and my mum had texted me that she was going to call me as well, just to run through something. So the phone rings and I pick it up immediately and then I go, Mamma Mia, bitch. And then on the other end is someone going, hello, it's Jacinta from Mamma Mia. And I went, awesome. And then I went, Jacinta, I thought you were my mother.
I'm so sorry.
And then by saying that, you just start digging a hole.
Yeah.
I thought you were my mum.
Yeah.
My mum was meant to call me at 9:30. Why are you talking about your mum calling you?
Yeah.
They were calling a bit early, but I literally went, Mamma Mia, bitch. And just in that moment, hearing her, it's like when you did the Uber Eats
I was
pickup.
literally just about to say that.
Tell the rats.
One time when Sam was coming over to my house to do some work, we like messaged and I was like, I'm starving. She's like, I'm starving. I was like, hell yeah, should we order some Uber Eats? We were like, yeah. I was like, that'll be good. It'll arrive similar time that you get here. That'll be perfect. We can smash a burrito, write some doof.
Yeah.
Sam arrives at my door. I toddle over to my little, I live in an apartment building, so I have like a buzzer and you need to like let them into the buzzer. It buzzes, I go, fantastic, Sam's here. I pick up the phone, I go, g'day, bitch tits, come on in. And
It always ends with the bitch tits.
And then I hear on the other end of the line, yep, just here from Uber Eats.
Oh, and you're
I
like,
went,
and then
oh,
Mel went like this.
God.
Instead of going, I'll come out to you, Mel goes, I'm not moving a muscle. You're going to have to head down the hallway, take a right, up the stairs, down the stairs.
I went,
see you at my door.
No worries. We're just in on the left.
It made me realise that my greeting to so many people that I'm close with is bitch.
Yeah.
I say bitch all the
G'day,
time.
bitch.
G'day, bitch.
Yeah.
And it just went, Mamma mia, bitch. And it's the girl on the other end of the phone was not a jokester.
Yeah.
She wasn't like LOL. She was like, I'm Jacinta
Oh,
from,
that's
and I went,
the worst.
Jacinta.
Jacinta,
whoever you
there's
are.
no way that's not funny to you.
I know. Anyway, this post is not only misreading social cues, it's also people just saying the wrong words at the wrong time. Like they
Love
mix their
that.
words up.
Love that.
Okay,
a lot.
so this was posted by, let's give her a credit, Trippy Little Hippie.
Trippy Little
on
Hippie.
TikTok.
Shout out.
Hell yeah. All right, so here are
Did you miss that bit? I was just barreling for comedic
No,
intent.
that's so fun. It's me looking around going, what's that? Pay attention, Sam. Okay, a time that you misread social cues and made everything weird. This one is fantastic. I saw a guy trip and fall on the sidewalk and I rushed forward to help them. I was thinking, oh, I hope they're all right. And did they get hurt? Kneeled down, locked eyes with him and said, I hope you're hurt.
Oh, no.
Combining the two of them
Oh,
is
damn.
absolutely perfect. I wish that some people had
Rats.
put their responses in as well of what the person said back. Someone said in the comment section, this is making me realise that the amount of rude interactions is probably people just mixing up their words, which feels so real. Okay. I asked a waiter for a box for my remains instead of leftovers.
Oh, no.
that feels a lot more common.
That's so something that I can see how you arrive there.
a box for my remains.
Yeah.
Have you
Box
ever
for
minced
my
your words,
remains.
O'Brien?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have like one off the top of your head whilst I get the next
I feel
one?
like I mince my words constantly.
Yeah, so do
on
I.
this very pod.
Yeah, we talk about we always go, Nino, when we confuddle our words and they just come out like,
I can't think of anything specific, but
No.
I'll let you know if I do.
that is so fun. This one's great. I saw a sweater in my house and I assumed that it belonged to a friend who'd left it behind.
Mm-hmm.
So I just put it on and I wore it all morning. Turns out it absolutely belonged to the cleaning lady who was there cleaning at the time.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So she's scrubbing toilets going, what's going on with my Gap t-shirt? And she's like, la 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 la. She's just like moving around.
I am a little bit of a CEO of if something gets left in my house, I go, mine.
Oh, 100%.
Like I'll post it on the Facebook event page after a party going, anyone leave this book? And then if no one comments after a few hours, I go, mine.
Mine. I had just moved to New York City. Some tourists stopped me on the
Brag.
sidewalk and asked for directions to the subway. I gave them directions to a Subway sandwich shop around the corner.
Which
feels, I'd probably do the
That's
exact
where
same.
I'd be directing tourists
And hey,
too. I'm sure the bread tastes different country to country.
And that's where the wall art is great.
That's where the
so
wall art's
are you
great.
directing them to Subway or merely a museum and an art gallery? That is my question. The Lucy Lou popped out of a store in front of me. She was super excited
gosh.
and waving and saying hello. I waved back, equally excited, but it was her friend behind me.
Oh.
Me with a celebrity going,
Oh, I've just thought of one. I had
tell
one
me.
recently. I don't even know if I've told you the story. I had an audition recently. And this is really funny.
Yeah, please.
So obviously like at an audition, you like it's not very normal. Like you have the production team, they're kind of like tottering around, like doing their thing.
Yep.
And then if you're like in the foyer where like everyone is waiting, all the like auditionees kind of talking
Sure.
to each other, right? And I was standing there and I see this person walk past me who was I'd like recognized them from a few auditions and stuff. I was like, and you know when you have that thing, you're like, oh, I definitely know that person. Like,
Yeah.
I know that person and I don't want to be rude. So I hit him with one of these ones, Andrew.
What?
I went, which if you're not looking at the bottom, it's a really cheery grin.
it's a very
and
pleasant music theatre wave.
and a bridesmaid's music theatre wave.
That's so real.
That's bridesmaid at the end of the wedding going, bye guys, beautiful
Bye,
day.
Thank you. Guys, please, no gifts.
I hit him with one of these ones, and he goes, "Oh my god, hey, you're Mel, right?" And I go, "Yes, how are you?" Because I was like, "I've seen you before." And he goes, "Good, I'm Nick. I'm the producer." And I went, "Perfect."
But that's on being in your late 20s and just having the confidence of going, hell yeah.
It's the boldness. And then I went, well, now I'm in this conversation with the producer where I have cringily been in this waiting room and gone, hey, buddy. I'm like,
Good to see you.
So inappropriate.
That's so funny.
He's like, how are you? And I'm like, good, man. How are you? I'm
So
like,
what did you say back at
I
the
had
end? You
nowhere to go. I was like, I'm pretty sure I genuinely was like, big day, hey? I was like, where am I meant to go with this?
so good.
All right, more.
Okay, I'm going to hit you with more, but first we're going to go to a quick ad.
Bang.
This one's great. My husband speaks English as a second language and he often gets his words mixed up. He was on the phone with his boss and instead of saying, yeah, I'm living vicariously, it came out as, yeah, I'm living bi-curiously. And I nearly joked to your boss going, just to be honest, Darren, I am living quite
I'm living
bi-curiously.
bi-curiously. And what?
So fantastic. I work in healthcare. I finished a prisoner's exam and I said, well, you're free to go. And he looked at me and said,
That's brilliant.
no, I'm not.
That's brilliant. That's good.
That's your favourite?
I feel like I live in that world a lot. Like saying something that is like so deeply incorrect.
All right. We've moved over to Instagram now. Thank you, Instagram
Love
Reels, for
that.
finally coming through with the goods.
Shout out the metaverse.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Meta. Right. One time I asked a customer if she wanted a bag and she said yes. And in trying to repeat, yes, you need a bag for confirmation, I accidentally said, yes, please.
Oh,
and she awkwardly said, yes, please, bag.
Yeah.
Keeps me up at night. I'm parenting a grown adult twice my age.
I feel like when you work in a supermarket or you work hospital or something and you have that thing where you lock into like your brain turns off and you're in autopilot mode.
Yep.
And you can say some insane things.
100%. This one, I had a customer call to cancel a reservation. When he gave me the reason, I didn't quite understand what he said, so I just replied with, oh, yeah, I hate when that happens, sorry. And I said it quietly, and then he just went, yeah, me too. And it turns out he was cancelling because his wife had just died. So that's when you're not listening on the
rats.
phone. Hey, rats. Hey, good rat
Didn't quite
tie-in.
nail that one, Charlotte.
Literally.
I hate when that happens. It's so deep.
Oh, I think this one might be my favourite.
Bang.
Because it doesn't involve words.
Prison guard is still sitting atop
prison
the
guard's
dance
high.
mom's pyramid.
This one doesn't involve a single word.
Love that.
It involves a gesture.
A movement
That's
piece.
I felt it in my soul when
Tell
I
me.
read this. This is not mine, but I sometimes think about the girl on TikTok who said that she gripped the back of her driver instructor's neck while reversing instead of the car seat head.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Imagine just tenderly going, come on, Charlie. You doing your driving test?
I was going to say, someone's about to sit my driving test. That hits home.
Literally. Luce, have you ever misread social cues or embarrassed yourself or minced your words?
Trying to think, I'm so in the vein of working in hospo and sticking to the script and sometimes getting off book. Do you remember calling someone a bitch at Baker's Delight one time, a customer?
It's quite
Bitch at Baker's Delight.
Bane calling a bitch at Baker's Delight.
I don't remember the context really. I think I was just being very friendly to her. And then like,
You got no worries, bitch. Consider it done. There's your scone.
along that vein, and then her face just dropped, and
That's
I was
really
like, "Oh
good.
no, this you're not playing along."
Really good.
That's so good. All right, here's another one. I was at a urinal. The guy took the next one next to me. Halfway through, this feels like a fake story, but hell yeah. Halfway through, a little lizard walked up to the porcelain, which I'm assuming is where people piss. I don't understand.
Yeah, like
urinals.
it's made of porcelain.
Walked up to the
Toilets.
porcelain and stared at me. I looked down and asked, by habit of talking to animals, I went, "What's up, little dude?" I could totally see the guy next to me staring at me, and I didn't have the courage to explain that I was, in fact, talking to a reptile. So it probably just looked like he was talking to his dick. People
What's the other guy's dick?
Pardon?
What's the
Yeah,
other
what's
guy's
the
dick? What's up, little dude?
I don't understand urinals. I find them fascinating.
Urinals
What's
are
going
pretty
on in there?
crazy to me.
Patty's just given me a thumbs up. We were right about the porcelain of it all.
Oh,
Right about the porcelain.
porcelain.
Yeah, made of porcelain.
Yeah,
Bang.
are there a lot of lizards in urinals, or am I just...
Urinals are pretty fascinating. Patty says yes.
Yes.
Lizard population quite high in the urinal.
There you go.
Bang.
Is it the most common creature you find in a urinal?
I did have a moment recently where I said to Tom, tell me about the urinal.
And what did Tom say?
He had really crazy things to say.
Hit me with
What
some.
did actually, Patty? Can you tell us about the urinal?
Come on in.
I was forcing Patty on mic.
So at a urinal,
Yep.
you chat, you don't chat.
No chat.
No
chat.
chat. And that's like solidly the rule.
Eyes straight.
Yep.
or
Eyes
down.
straight. Because otherwise it's gay? Is that the worry?
No,
Or is it just like, it's not even that, it's just like, don't look at my cock and balls?
It's kind of that. There's just like,
Yeah.
it's just a lot of head movement. There's a lot of like, if you're,
Wait, what do you mean?
like, as in if you're
Yep.
inviting someone in front in line.
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
They're an older person.
Oh, sure, you're keeping eyes straight, but going, come on. Love that.
Okay, so here's my question. You're walking in with a mate
Yep.
into the urinal, you're mid-conversation.
Yeah, good
Are
question,
you
Andrew.
chat,
Silence.
pause? Or do you
Yeah.
keep the conversation going?
In my experience, it's a fork in the road. It's
Yeah,
like,
sure.
off you go to that end
Beautiful
of the
way to
urinal.
put
I'm
that.
going to the front.
Yep.
I'll see you back here, big fella. Have fun.
Hello, little guy. G'day, big fella. It's lots of language happening. Words.
Greetings
words.
and adjectives of big and small. Wait, hold on. So back to Sam's question. You're at the front though, and you're chatting. You're 1 and 2 in line. You're going, oh yeah, and how did that? Oh, I'll catch you in a second. And then you go, you stand side by side.
Well, standing side by side is a different one. You probably wouldn't stand side by side.
Really?
You
As an
don't
active
stand-
choice.
You don't stand next
Yeah.
to a mate.
You'd probably divert a bit. I think.
And is that a bit of a respect thing? Like,
Maybe. I haven't thought about urinals this much.
Do you ever have,
it is fascinating
Let's
to
unpack
me.
it, yeah.
is there ever like, okay, so say there's 4 spots in the urinal,
Yep.
right? And there's just lines of people waiting. Is there ever a longer line for a certain urinal because people are like, I want the one on the left or the one on the middle's gay or whatever the fucking rules are?
I don't think so. Like, you're talking like the sort of individual urinals or
Yeah.
the piss trough?
Well, here's a great question.
Absolutely hate piss trough.
Piss trough, I understand. It doesn't have divots. It's just a long,
It's
you
just
can
a
kind
trough.
of shoulder to shoulder.
Piss trough.
Piss trough.
Oh, it's like it reminds me of like in primary school when you have like the bubblers.
Yeah.
Right?
it's
Is it
kind of
really
like
similar to
It's
that?
bubblers, but on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bubblers, but you do a wee.
Yeah.
It's bubblers,
But you do a wee.
Cool.
And is it...
So it must be pretty silent in there then.
It's pretty quiet.
It's pretty silent. Devastating for the people doing a shit.
My favourite
Plop,
urinal.
plop central.
Yeah, that's true.
My favourite urinal memory is because they're a strange way to start a sentence.
Yeah, please share.
I usually frequent urinals at the football.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yes.
you get a line of people in the piss trough, and
Yep.
they might have a headphone in listening to the commentary. So you get someone having a wee, and then something will happen in the football, and they'll
That-
swear very loudly. and run.
That's really funny.
Fascinating.
That's so... Everyone locked into calls. A little Bluetooth earbud being like, absolutely, Patrick. That's so
Do you reckon
funny.
we're going to move towards a world where people can chat at the urinal more? Or do you reckon that is the most locked in part of human nature?
I'd
it will
love
never
to
happen?
see it. I don't think it'll happen.
Think about the chats you could have.
But think about this. I've gone into the bathroom with girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
And we've been chatting, and then the second we go into the cubicle,
Yeah.
it's like the conversation does stop. Sometimes it keeps going.
But I raise you a not if there's no one else in there.
Not if there's no one else.
If there's no one else in that bathroom, the chat continues.
The chat continues for
Yeah.
sure. Hey, we're getting the wrap up hands, and basically that's all the social
Patty's
cues.
like a robber, pounce walking away from that mic, going, "Please don't call me back on to talk about the piss trough."
Hey, thank you. We ended on piss trough, and I think that's absolutely perfect. Your favourite one is which
I
one?
love
The
prison guard. You're
Yeah.
free to get out of here.
I love that. My favourite is absolutely grabbing the neck of your driving
Nape
instructor.
of the neck.
That's absolutely perfect.
Oh, that's so good.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you so much for sharing, babe.
You are so. Thank you, TikTok and Instagram.
Shout out to the metaverse.
Shout out to the metaverse.
Guys, we're going to launch into a hotline segment.
Yep.
Bring bitch.
I kind of have a question, and you two seem really cool and hot and smart. Hello?
I asked a question on the Mel and Sam, which we haven't done in a while.
Hell yeah.
I had this idea. It was kind of born out of, I had a couple auditions in a row and I was thinking about like theatre and the arts, and I was like thinking about, it was kind of born out of this sentimental thing where I was sitting there being like, holy shit. And you don't know what the question was, do you?
No, I
so I'll really
deliberately
go
didn't
in.
look.
So I was sitting there thinking about the arts, thinking about what we do. And I was like, holy shit, I really do feel like we were just meant to do this.
Yep.
It feels very aligned. It feels like we're exactly where we're meant to be.
Yep.
And I'm not even that much of a woo-woo girl, but I
Yep.
really was like, I do think sometimes in life things align, or you
Yep.
get your ducks in a row, or you have moments where you just go, everything's how it's meant to be.
Totally.
And I was thinking about it in the space of kind of like theatre and like my passions. And I was like trying to think about when I had the moment going, I've got to do that.
Sure.
I've got to do that
Yep.
one thing. And for me, I have 2 of them. Both
Yep.
of them were like experiences where I was taken to a musical. And I was just like, so the first one was I was taken to The Lion King was the first thing I ever saw, but that's actually not my
Yep.
like, when I saw Hairspray, and it didn't even have anything to do with like representation, like, because as a
No.
kid, I wasn't like particularly
Yeah.
like fat or anything like that. But it wasn't even that. When I saw Hairspray, I remember it like it was yesterday. The technicolor of it all,
Yep.
the sound
Yep.
hit me like a wave,
Yep.
which is something that I feel like is missing a lot in musicals
Yes,
these
I
days.
agree.
The sound, I'm like, hit
No,
me in the face.
Sometimes it's just too soft. I'm like, is this a dress run? What's going on?
The
Yep.
sound and the energy off that stage was
Yeah.
literally like a cannon burst explosion. And I remember just being like, literally like stuck in time and being like, that.
How old were you?
I want to do all of this. I think I must have been maybe like 10 or something like that. And I was like, there's just not, this is my dream.
Yep.
Then the second one is when I saw Wicked. I remember it so specifically.
It's just,
I saw Wicked, and Wicked from a lot of people's writing, spoiler alert, Wicked is the one.
Yeah.
Wicked has this like place in people's hearts.
It's got magic in it. I
It
don't know how to
has
describe
something
it.
that just makes you. So when I saw Wicked, we saw it on really cheap tickets, and I went with my mum, which is also makes it so special. And it must have been like the type of tickets that we got. She was sitting directly behind me, and so I was sitting on my own in the row. So it was kind of this like solo experience.
That's nice.
Elphaba goes up for Defying Gravity. I'm weeping. You know the way that it affects you. There's something about in that show when she rises up and sings that song.
Yeah.
It just gets.
There's something bigger than just sitting in a
bigger
theater.
than that.
Yeah.
It feels bigger
I getcha.
bigger than just a show or
Yeah.
bigger than just that moment. And I have tears streaming down my face. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And I would have been maybe 13. And I turned around and I saw my mum with the exact same face that I had on, with the exact same tears just like pouring down her face. And we just sat there and went, how do you even, and we couldn't even finish a sentence. And I just went, I want to do that to people.
It confirmed it.
I want to do that.
How old were you for Wicked?
That was a bit older than that. I feel like I was maybe 13 or 14.
Yeah, gotcha. I think we saw the same production.
Yeah, it was the Gemma Ricks.
Yep, the Gemma Ricks, Amanda Harrison.
Yeah, not Lucy Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy Drake?
I saw Lucy. I think I'm thinking of 09.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of
I think that was earlier.
Anyway.
I opened up this question box and I wanted it to be inclusive of not just like,
Yeah.
I wanted it to be, when have you had a moment where you went, holy shit, this is what I meant to do, or holy shit. And it doesn't have to be arts. It could be anything. And I want to read
Hit me.
people's responses to this because
I would love to hear that.
I had the best afternoon yesterday. People really responded to this
box was popping off. I went, we're not going to fit this in one segment, but go for gold, babe.
So yeah, the moment you knew you were in the right place, what you were doing is what you were meant to be doing, etc. So a friend of mine wrote this in, and it just it makes me feel so beautiful. So they said, I'm the head of a youth theatre company. One of the young people I've been working with was going in for their first professional music theatre audition. They got really, really far, and every single round they would come in and run the songs with me in my office to get their nerves out, and I would give them direction, help them with the song, etc. I just found out yesterday that she's on hold for the role in this professional show. I kind of just fell into working with young people by accident, but hearing that news and knowing I'd been a small part of it gave me full shivers. And I had this moment where I just went, oh, if this is what I do for the rest of my life, I would actually be so happy. It's working with young people and it's helping their dreams come true. And it's just so special.
God, that's so divine.
Isn't that everything?
That's so beautiful.
More. This I love. I really relate to this. This person says, I was a hot mess in high school. Always the kid who forgot her lunch or half of her PE uniform or left her school bag on the bus after the excursion. But the second I was doing anything related to the school musical, I was locked in.
Take it so seriously.
I knew every line before rehearsal started. I blitzed through my homework so that I could focus at rehearsal. I had Band-Aids and spare pairs of tights and bobby pins out the wazoo in Tech Week. It was so uncharacteristic of me that it was so apparent to me and everyone around me that this was the activity and later industry that absolutely brought out the best in me because I cared so much.
Oh,
how beautiful is this?
It is such a saving grace for so
my
many people in high school.
gosh.
Even people that don't necessarily end up pursuing it.
Yeah.
It's such a safe place to just
100%.
go and explore and be creative. Oh my God, I love
Reading it, I was like, I relate so hard to that as well.
Yeah.
There's something about like, it's probably like a touch of the utter hushter.
Yeah.
But like in school, I did well, but I was a mess. Like I was a procrastinator and I was this, that, the other. And then when it came to like music and drama, I was like, so on it. And I was like, oh, it's because I actually give a fuck.
Because you care so much. I have a distinct
care.
memory of being in year 1 and we were doing some random play that someone in our year level wrote because we had a cool teacher who was just clearly pro the arts.
New work.
And it was about like 2 robbers and like 2 other people that weren't robbers. And I remember we got to go and get changed in the school bathrooms to do this play. And I remember my brain was like, we're getting changed into casual clothes.
Yeah.
We're about to do a performance. And I remember when people were forgetting their lines or not taking it seriously or when the class wasn't being quiet, I remember shushing people.
Yeah, being so upset.
Because I was like, the fact that it was devised,
Yeah.
the fact that we were doing it in school
Yeah.
hours, my brain was like, this
Yeah.
is it.
More of
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
always.
More.
This person, it was a lot of people doing arts responses and a lot of people who were teachers or had kind of gone into like the teaching world. And I was like, this is so beautiful. So this person is a teacher for context. This made my heart sing. Okay, this person says, when my school, so they're a teacher, right? When my school announced they were holding auditions for a musical, and my students were able to convince their friends to all audition because I was running it. Knowing that I was a safe space for these kids to put themselves out there absolutely made my heart soar. Also, one time, it's this for me. Also, one time, I let my students sit in my room and have morning tea, and they just decided to make it Morning Tea Club, which unofficially became the LGBTQIA safe space during breaks, which ran for the rest of my time at that school. What do you mean?
Of course.
What do you mean?
Teachers are it's such a general sweeping statement. We know this, but teachers are the backbone of society.
I've never understood, this is again such a base take. I've never understood the like looking down on teachers. I'm like,
God, no.
I'm like, what? But the doctor who's saving your life is only able to do that because of a teacher.
They literally
What do you mean?
They shape generations.
It's bizarre.
Oh, I love this.
How beautiful is it? It's just
I
a
just
warm
want
hug.
as many as humanly possible.
When I did my first high school show, it was High School Musical, and I was just standing on stage with the curtain closed before we started. I think it was the second show of our run, and I could hear the audience buzzing, and there was blue light around me, and I just felt like my soul was so filled, and that's when I decided this is all I ever want to do.
Are they still in the arts, did they say?
They didn't say. No. That was all it was. I love this one. This person said, I think more so for me, I had that moment when I was one day just reflecting on my early uni years and post-grad time and the person that I was back then. She said, I think about me back then, and that girl never in a million years would have a girlfriend, first and foremost, would be living with her girlfriend. My family would be okay with it. And also the fact that I didn't end up as a lawyer and the world didn't fall apart. I spent so much time trying to be something I'm not. And now I work a nice government job. I'm still using the skills I got in my degree. I'm helping people and I have a fantastic work-life balance. Plus, I'm able to go to artsy things, see interesting stuff and be carefree if people maybe judged me for liking weird stuff. It wasn't until a month ago I said to my girlfriend, I never thought I would have this life, but I'm so glad I have it.
Also, kudos to you for posting this question box because it makes me happy to think of people sitting for 2 seconds over a cup of tea.
I know.
Typing this out, reflecting, going, I really did that.
It's really beautiful. It's so like life affirming.
Oh my God.
I'll just read a couple more and then I want to hear if you had like a moment. There's actually a number of people shout out fangirls. A number of people said for me it was seeing fangirls. This person said seeing fangirls, to be honest, healed something deep within me. And I felt such community in that theatre with everyone in the audience's inner 14-year-olds. Yeah. Also working on my first Fringe show with friends. None of us had ever done it before, so we made so many mistakes and it was so clumsy. Love that. Love that vibe. Yep. It was so clumsy, but we were and still are so passionate about the work. Also, shout out, they say stream Charlie's Cultish Christmas on Spotify if you're a Christmas diva, especially the song It's Giving.
As we absolutely will.
Plug away.
Please plug. A
lot of people saying seeing Wicked. Even like some younger people being like seeing Wicked last year in Melbourne made me fall in love with musicals.
Wow.
Love that. This is another Wicked one. When I was 5, I got taken to see Wicked. And as I sat in my seat in a theatre for the first time ever with the most incredible set before my eyes, I could feel my heart literally pounding. Yep. I then spent months singing my 5-year-old heart out to Wicked. And from then on, I knew it was my passion. Earlier this year, I played Sophie in Mamma Mia. And as I stepped onto the stage, the light on my face, I could feel 5-year-old me screaming with happiness.
And that is why we fund the arts.
Literally.
Because it's not just a fun night out for the family. It's always marketed as a fun night out for the family. It's actually a life-changing moment in time for so many people.
Someone said this, and this made me, I love this answer. Because the question was like, when do you have a moment that's like everything's right? And this person was like, when I feel butterflies in my chest and can't wait to talk about how and who I'm about to spend time with. Oh, isn't that so beautiful?
All of you, I'm giving you little stickers that all say Bubba.
Bubba. You're a Bubba.
Little Bubba stickers. Oh my God.
Sorry, not to make it a competition, but we have the best audience in the world.
I know.
Every single time someone writes it, I'm like, I love you, I
It's-
love you, I love you.
It's the same as when we do our live shows and our front of house will come to us and be like, your audience are all lining up in twos, just waiting patiently.
It's my favourite
all
thing.
in their little snazzy little outfits. And I go, oh, shut
I feel like a proud mum when our audience members have good manners.
Oh, it's so hot.
I love to get told that. And front
Yeah.
of house people always say to us, your audiences are very good manners.
Yeah.
And I go, as the rats should.
And then every now and again, we got a drunk man going, do a backflip. Who's absolutely been brought along by his girlfriend that's like, you'll love him. And he's like, I don't fucking get these fucking shit.
And she's like, Sheldon, manners.
Literally.
Okay, this person said, I had a 0 dance experience. I went to a burlesque show in 2019, thought it was amazing, but not something I could ever do.
Yep.
Till on came, I love stories like this where it's like this one specific random act or random thing. I thought, gosh, that's not something I could ever do. Till on came a hilarious Grinch act, and I immediately fell in love and thought, hell yeah, I want to do that. I went home, I booked a class. Now 6 years later, I'm a solo comedy burlesque performer, and I've been teaching for 2 years. Good on you.
Wow.
Bless.
Here's another one. Shooting at my first professional media call for Rent as a theatre photographer.
Oh,
Love that. That's
great.
BB Shah, who we met in Sydney.
Oh, love that.
Love this one. Someone said, my moment was when I left my career in tech to study learning design to help other ADHD adults learn. I play music. I looked out this one time and saw a tear on a man's cheek. The music is very noisy. They just got it.
Oh, my God.
Just gorgeous. There's so many other ones. Oh, I love this one. My moment was when I realized theatre was teaching me the basics of communication and how to human as a neurodiverse child. My heart.
Oh, my God.
Seeing gayness on stage and realizing that could be me and that there were so many ways to love.
Yep.
My parents took me to Les Mis at the Regent in 97. 6-year-old me was so wide-eyed and mesmerized.
Yep.
When I went on my first proper date with a girl, I was like, oh, this is so fucking fun. And
Yep.
oh, I love a snog.
Oh, I absolutely love
that. I got to work on a film this year about a character who's exploring their gender as I am.
Yep.
Just so much stuff.
Oh, these
There's
are
so more. There's pages
gorgeous.
more.
I was seeing the DMs were popping off.
Love this. This is dumb and wanky, but there wasn't a time. I just knew there wasn't ever anything else.
Yeah. It's like you have no choice.
Yeah.
You're almost on autopilot.
Do you have a moment for you that you're like, for me, it was this. I was like, oh, this is the thing.
I didn't have a one major moment and trust. Samantha Andrew would be looking for a moment. So the fact that I'm saying that means I really didn't. But I had a few little sparkler moments, I guess. I remember seeing a production when I was in year 3 or year 4.
Little.
I went with one of my best friend's mums. She took me to her school's production, Kilvington Girls Grammar.
Shout out.
Their production of the Pajama Game.
Oh my God.
And I just remember sitting there. It was probably one of the first school musicals that I saw.
Yeah.
But my brain went, "Zoom, you can do that in school."
Yeah.
And also it was just like, it had a beautiful budget.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I still remember, it's so funny, scents tie to everything. Coco Chanel, Mademoiselle, is what Katie was wearing when she took me.
Oh my
And so now
gosh.
every time I smell that fragrance,
of that.
it reminds me of being in the theatre.
Oh.
And so it's just like
That's
so
so
tied
special.
to that. And then I would say Wicked was pretty life-changing. I saw it 3 times.
There's something.
Yep.
It's like a special
There's
sauce,
something
special
in
juice.
it.
It's the same way that Frozen
Yep.
has that effect on
Yep.
toddlers.
Yeah.
Kids see Frozen, they're like, "Ah."
Literally, it's like, what's in the secret
And tweens
sauce?
see music
Yep.
theatre. Tweens see Wicked and go, holy shit.
Literally. And the only other memory I have was an Australian Girls Choir concert when we were doing like a massed finale with all of the girls from all
I
the different
love
levels.
that.
And we were doing a Burt Bacharach medley.
Your fave.
My
one of your
fave.
faves.
But I was I was in year 3. I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I remember standing side of stage with my hair sprayed into a ponytail. And the older girls were singing Alfie in this like 4-part arrangement. And I didn't understand what that meant at the time. But and it was at Hamer Hall and it was like Christmas time. And I just remember standing there being like, this is magic.
Yeah,
There
this
is
is all I
nowhere
need.
else I would rather be. And I remember buying the DVD because it got filmed and just watching it over and over and over again. And I could
special.
quote every speaking part and every solo. I think the Australian Girls Choir shout out Illy was absolutely monumental in my love of performing arts and kind of steering me down that path.
Oh, I love that so much.
Oh my God, that is such an ooey gooey
Is this so beautiful?
hotline that it feels absolutely crazy to kick step into this kick-ons because it's heinous.
I love that. Bit of everything on the pod.
Bit of everything. We are going to launch right now into a kick-ons. Lol, this is like, we have to be negative in this, which I
love
find
that.
really funny.
I love that.
For kick-ons today, it is inspired by our song Lesbians Don't Get the Ick. Not
Love
to reference our own Spotify or our own single
Yep.
release.
People don't know this. We genuinely, not to be a wanker, we do have songs out on Spotify.
Yeah.
And if you're ever like, oh, you talk about comedy shows, we have some comedy songs out on Spotify.
Yeah.
Just look up Mel and Sam, the mixtape is what it's called.
Yep.
Carry on.
And then I think our Wicked parody is actually it's uploaded as an audio book, which hell yeah. So if you want to go and listen to I'll fuck your vag. Just look at me. I'll fuck your vag. Anyway, Wicked tie-in. What was that high note? Calm down, Carmen.
beautiful.
The opera Carmen. I'm talking absolute smack. Back to facts. We have a song called Lesbians Don't Get the Ick.
No, we do.
The entire crux
Yep.
of that song, if you will, is about how we don't get the ick with anything to do with our girlfriends
Yeah.
or women
Yeah.
or non-binary folk because we are lesbian
Yeah.
and we love it.
Yeah.
I want to flip the switch. What are some things in your everyday life that if someone does it, it gives you the ick?
Oh, love that,
And
love
it
that,
can
love
be
that.
as big or as simple. We can be quite like earnest. It can be as ludicrous as you want.
silly.
There's no right or wrong.
Love that.
I'll give you a little bit of thinking time. I've got some prepared.
yeah,
that we
you
can riff
start
on.
and then I can think while you're...
This one is basic and it's just to launch us in. You've
Tell
actually
me.
said it before.
Yeah.
It's men who call women females.
That was I was
Yep.
literally going to say, I've said this on pod before,
Yep.
but it is this.
Yep.
Yes.
We had a lot of we had comments about that where people were like, you're
Yes.
so bang on. It's
Yes.
so nice. And now I can't unnotice
No.
it.
It
Well,
does ruin your life.
These females and you know.
If you see a female walk into space, what
why
are you talking
saying that?
about?
We
What are
don't
you
say
talking about?
males.
No.
I'm going on a date with this male. What?
Hate.
Get alive.
Hate.
I've got one.
Yep.
Now, I'm around a lot of artistic people, so we all are. Hashtag the Wicked effect. That's the name of the episode. And then it'll tank because Wicked is just so saturated at the moment that it'll go to the bottom of the YouTube algorithm. They'll
We'll
go,
have to go.
"Fuck
We'll have to
off."
go with stories of the piss trough instead.
Yeah, literally.
Devastating.
Being around a lot of people that can sing, it's beautiful. However, I do get the ick when someone launches into singing
Yep.
without just a sentence beforehand.
Yeah,
so like if
sure.
you're hanging out with someone and then all of a sudden they're literally like, I heard there was a
I think that's a bit of me.
No, but they're
think
looking
I-
at you.
Yeah, I was going to say the eye
Yeah,
contact.
And it's
Sure.
like, there's just an instant
Oh, yeah,
moment
no, that's bizarre.
where
Eye
I
contact
go-
is bizarre.
Yeah, where I go, I don't really know what to say. Oh, I'm around people all the time that are like, way up, was it there?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people just sing. But when someone just has a moment, they don't give you context
Yeah,
and they're going to
sure.
rip out a few bars of Barbara Streisand and come on, get happy. But then they're all of a sudden going, forget your troubles, come on, get happy. And they're looking at you.
No,
and
that's
you're looking
so
at
right.
them going, where's this going,
Yeah,
Susan?
and my question with that is, what are you meant to do in response?
Exactly.
Because the only options there are
Yep.
a compliment.
Yep.
I feel like would be
Yep.
then you like,
Yep.
what do you, apart from being like,
Yep.
gosh, you're a beautiful singer. Sure.
Yep.
Do you do a, come on, get happy? Like you respond
Literally.
and it's a duet?
And it sparked from one time.
Or you ignore.
No.
And I would say all three make it a bit weird.
All three make it a bit weird. And this is sparked from one time I was on a date with this guy and he whipped out a guitar, classic. This feels like it's fake and I got it from TikTok. It's real. He whipped out a guitar and then it was literally like eyes glued like, I guess she's back in the atmosphere. With drops of Jupiter.
No.
And then just the eyes in her hair. Hey, yeah. And I go,
What?
and then so I go like this.
Yeah.
And then she's back and
Like,
on to
oh,
verse two.
you
And then
carry
I'm like, I go, oh, not the guitar. Like,
Was this on a date? You were at his house?
this was at his house
Yeah.
after a date, and
Yeah.
it was immediate
Oh,
singing.
dear.
This was a few years ago, and I guess he's back in the atmosphere. I'm
And there
going,
wasn't any like, can I play something
no,
for you? Yeah, it was just
a
banging.
But I think, unfortunately, because I am hashtag muso,
Yeah.
there was no like. It's like, oh, she's a muso, she'll get
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah, yeah,
do you
yeah,
need a
yeah,
sentence
yeah.
beforehand of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I am going to rip into some bars. Yeah, be back with you in.
Do you reckon the sentence would make it better?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Or even just a self-aware, like, I'm going to have a bit of a sing.
Yeah.
But even that's a bit cringe. That would give me, would it give you the ick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I've got one.
No, please hit me.
I've got one that feels a bit mean.
No, please. This has been
Feels
a very
bit mean.
joyful episode.
Yeah,
Go
it feels
in.
a bit mean. I do get the ick when people have a fresh haircut. I get the ick. It actually doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's the shit hottest haircut I've ever seen. I go, God, it's a bit presented. It's just a bit presented.
It looks like I'm overreacting. I've never thought of it until now, and it's like you've just pulled something from my cranium and gone boink. Oh, it's so fresh. And I think people walk in with this embarrassed air of like, shut up.
And it's always 4% Tracy Grimshaw.
Yeah, because it's 4% blow dry.
Yes,
every
it's
time.
the blow wave effect. It's the blow wave effect, and it's made worse by the fact that people also walk in with the energy of, got a new haircut.
Totally,
It's a little bit this, it's a little bit, someone compliment my haircut.
Yeah.
With equal parts of, I know it's a bit.
Yeah. It reminds me of Mitch from TikTok when he did that TikTok where he's like, I just got my hair cut and why do I look like Lisa Wilkinson? That is
just something.
Oh, Mel, that is brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
That is exactly. It doesn't matter. Even a trim.
Yeah,
like it's
even
just,
a trim. I've always thought it. I've never said it out loud.
Yeah.
It feels good to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think you're.
It feels
so
good to
bang
be
for
free
that.
on this pod.
Oh, I could riff on that for a million years.
You can't top that.
So funny.
It gives me the ick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it almost feels like they need to have like a vest on that says like training wheels or something like fresh haircut don't look.
Yes.
Or fresh haircut don't.
Because you know that in 5 days' time it'll look normal again.
Yeah.
But even if it is styled at a professional salon for Fashion Week, I go,
But
I
it's
get
because
it.
It sticks out like a sore thumb because most people don't style
That's
their
so
hair.
it. And people don't have glossy hair on the
Yeah.
daily. It's not glossy and blow wave. No one is daily doing that.
Yeah, and then I understand on the hairdresser's side when they go, how do you want to blow? Like, how do you want to blow it out? Do you just want to blow, like, do a blow dry? Do you want to dry natural?
Yeah.
But if I was a salon, and if it was me, I'd be like, you can let it dry natural. If it's drying natural, it's drying in a triangle, and then I'm leaving the salon going, thanks, lots of love locks. And they're going, fuck, that was really bad on my part. My next one
Hit me, Andrew.
is characters in modern TV shows calling each other greeting words that are not modern. Like,
That's
what's up, you fucking biatch?
Yeah, that's
no
really
one
good.
says biatch. Why are the HBO writers 72?
Yep. It's right up there with tech and musicals.
With
when you see texting in musicals.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Muriel's Wedding so much with the link, viral, tweet, stamp, link, viral. And I'm like, oh, there's just no way that doesn't age in 7 seconds.
No, because
And now it's a period piece and it was only made in 2016 or something.
This is it. Because all musicals I fear are either set in 1960 or 2009.
Yeah.
There is just no in between.
No in between.
You cannot have a modern musical. It's all set in 2009.
It's impossible. We're doing it at the moment. And we've already, another ick I've got is when in writing people call each other by their names. I'm like, no one ever does that in real life. When it's like, because Miranda. It's like, no one. When in my life would I be like, I'm scared, Sam.
However, when a friend throws my name in every now and again, it's a bit of a...
It's a bit, whoa.
It's a bit,
Sarah did it to me last night. She goes, Mel. I think I did a bad fart.
Oh, there you go.
And she went, Mel. And I went, Mel! Hold
That's
on.
almost worse than the fart.
That's worse.
That's so good.
I've got one.
Please.
I've got another one. I get the most ginormous ick. It doesn't matter how well considered or like even true to character this may be. If I hear the words, I just kind of say it as it is.
Oh my God. It's such a personality. Sorry that I'm honest. I do just say it like it is. I might be a bitch.
Because I know lots of honest people who don't do that.
Yeah. I've got yours as well.
Go.
People that say they're perfectionists.
Can't stand it.
That's Mel's.
Can't stand
That
it.
is Mel's.
That's my mum's
slash
legacy.
Your mum's
That's my mum's legacy.
Yeah.
My
Sorry,
mum's
I'm a bit of a
legacy to this
perfectionist.
earth is that, and I do think she's bang on. Maybe it's going to hit close to home for some of you who go, I do identify as a perfectionist. It's said with love. I'm calling you in.
Yep.
Everyone is.
Yep.
Everyone's a perfectionist.
Yep.
There's no one on this earth is doing things being like, nah, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Everyone deep down
Yep.
cares deeply about things feeling and being perfect.
Yeah. Or on the flip, there are the people that are perfectionists or highly strung type A that do say, I'm just pretty go with the flow. I'm just calling it that. But I think that happens less because the energy that's like aerating out of them is like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And they look like me, like, they care so much. I have another one.
Go.
Men who refuse to watch women's sport. Get a life.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
a life.
Get a life.
It's so cringe.
Yeah.
It's so cringe. And Neve has called
Thank
it
God
out.
I'm not a man, or I'd be on the chopping block for not watching not watching sport.
I think it was Arsenal a few years ago. Their women's team won.
Yeah.
Like some major Premier League.
Yeah.
And the Arsenal men's didn't even do a post.
Yeah, that's
to go,
crazy.
congratulations.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy,
just
crazy,
so
crazy.
cringe.
Yeah.
It's so cringe.
Ick.
Do
Yeah.
you have any more?
Ick is so correct. This is such a base take, but manners. When people
Yeah.
don't use manners, can't stand.
Yep.
Like I really can't stand. Rude to wait staff, etc.
Yep.
That's a big one of mine.
Yeah, people that just snatch and
there
say
is
thank you.
something's just come to my mind. This
No,
is
Hilly, if
crazy.
you've given us a haircut, you
There
can give
is
us-
something about, you know, when you're at a barbecue.
Yep.
This is literally just popped into my
No,
mind.
please.
You know, when you're at a barbecue, I'm going to have to do a physical demonstration. And you're sitting like this.
Yep.
And then you've got your plate of food, but there's no tables.
Oh.
And you've got to have the plate there.
Yep, sitting there.
There's something about that.
Yep, I
That's
agree.
a bit funny to me.
I think it's the ick of poor planning.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit like, you've got to be a bit dainty with it.
Yeah.
And like keep your legs together. And it's just a little bit like, oh,
But
I'm
I'll
just
call
going
it for what it is. It's because the plates are all those paper plates that fold like a burrito. So
yes.
you put one piece of fairy bread down and you may as well have a taco in
Yeah,
your hand.
yeah,
And you're
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
sorry, let me get my plastic butter knife and fork.
Yeah. Also, people who text with full stops.
Because you find it.
Hate.
Sure.
Hate.
Yeah. How do you
And that's
feel-
not on them. That's a me problem.
Have you noticed, I have some friends who are, I would consider my aesthetic friends that type in all lowercase.
That's me. That's what I
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah, I
What
think it's
day did you decide-
Yeah, good question,
Yeah.
because I think there was a shift.
Yeah.
The shift I feel was, for me, it was like start of uni.
And you
And I
deliberately
definitely actively started doing it because I saw other people doing it.
Gotcha.
And I went, that's pretty groovy.
And so now it's all lowercase.
Yeah, all lowercase.
Yeah, I haven't seen a capital from you in a
No,
million
in
years.
years.
In a million years.
Age gap relationship, babe. What a
Age gap
beautiful thing.
relationship. Lol, 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 lol. Guys, well, that is what gives us the ick. Please ask your
Bravo.
mates. And we are now going to move
Please
into...
leave them in the comments.
Yes.
Please. Guys, the Spotify comments have quietened down these days.
Because you're getting complacent.
Yeah, you're getting complacent. We read every single one. So
We
when
care.
there's no comments, we go, oh.
We are Tinkerbell. Get a life. Message
Tinkerbells
us.
with attention.
Yeah. All right, we are going to move now into our Hit It Toots.
Singing is not annoying, and everything is better as a song.
Everyone, it took us absolutely half a second to decide what our Hit It Toots is
Yeah.
going to be. We present to you Fresh Haircut and a Piss Trough, the musical.
Who's got the fresh haircut and who's in the piss trough? Or are we both in the piss trough with a fresh haircut?
Oh, that's a good provocation.
It gives us more to work with. Be arch.
Yeah, sure. So we're
That
both.
tanked. Hell yeah.
Oh, rats.
Fucking rats.
So
Thanks, Lucy. You're here as absolute vibes, and you gave.
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. We're both at the piss trough with a fresh haircut.
Too easy.
Beautiful. But we can't talk about it because that'd be gay. Bang.
I'm going to absolutely pull this out of my asshole because
Same.
I've got no creative juices in me.
Okay, hit that track, Bane.
I'm going to add an even more annoying layer. I've wanted to do a sea shanty type track
Perfect.
for so long.
Love that for
We'll
us.
see how it lands.
Sea
The
shanty.
trickling water does give sea shanty.
Okay, let's go.
Home, home, the western home, down to the Chadston bathroom stall, down to the Chadston bathroom stall. Here with my, I don't even know what a meter is apparently.
Darren and Stephen and Jason and Matthew and Darren and Stephen and Jason and Matthew. Piss on down. Piss on down. Piss on down the road.
If I look a little bit different, it's because I've been to Hot Locks, got my hair cut. Where is the timing meter? When is the drama gonna come in with this track? Jack!
Jason and Jack and Darren and Sophie, we all went to Just Cut. Jason and Darren and Sophie, I wanna piss out my guts.
Pissing out my guts and doing it down the trough. I'm giving myself the ick, which feels relevant to this episode.
I can't talk about it though I see your glossy strands. I'm gonna hold my cock, piss into the promised land. I nailed that.
You nailed that. I need everyone to realise we record this in a fashion modelling warehouse and there are models walking around as we're like, piston to the promised land. We are poisoning this venue. We are poisoning this venue.
Absolutely poisoning.
What's going on with me? I forgot how to keep in time.
That was so
It's you
funny.
watching there, being the most beautiful best friend and kind of trying to really subtly give me the bass. I'm like,
touch the M mus. I went, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But just as one of these ones.
you constantly anacrusis to sing. That won't make sense to you if you don't have a fucking music degree.
Fucking idiots. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for a life-changing Ratbag. That was Fresh Cut in the Piss Trough.
That was
the sea shanty.
The sea shanty musical. Jesus Christ, I have nothing else to say.
Please genuinely do leave your personal icks in the comments because we love to read them. And it's definitely not just because we want engagement.
We have become the equivalent of like two skeletons on deck chairs going, please comment below until we both die.
Until we
turn to
die.
dust.
Leave a comment. Well.
I'll literally be saying that in my grave. All right, guys. Hey.
Hold on. With the one sentence you'd say in your grave and go.
What's the one sentence?
Yeah.
I say my grave.
Your parting words.
Oh, it would be, sorry to be annoying. You?
Mine is eat more gems.
Eat more gems. Good on you.
Bang.
Bang. All right. Mamma mia.
Love
See you
you.
later.
This is a Grouse House podcast.
Mel and Sam would like to acknowledge that this podcast was created and recorded on stolen land.
The original custodians of this land have had a rich history of storytelling for over 65,000 years, and we pay our respects to the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, whose land we are making Ratbag on.
Treaties were never signed, sovereignty was never ceded, always was and always will be Aboriginal land.